What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Good hit there and hard. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, Simeon. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. And even 50 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd and 2, Simeon. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Anderson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
C.J. Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. 20! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And Jamal Charles able to cap it off with a touchdown run. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Jalen Richard, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And now running right through it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Anderson. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jarvis Landry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, and we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, Leonard.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
All right, here we go.
They start the drive with Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Again, Anderson. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the 1st month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
From the pistol, they run with Anderson. A beautiful spin and room to run. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a play fake. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. On play action. Now Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cooper. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On first down, Simeon. And the Raiders have got him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go. 39.
They give it to Anderson. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a third and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the gun, here's Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. off looking right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now they try the right side here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trevor Siemian ready to retake the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. To throw on second is Siemian. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first-half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Siemian. He goes underneath for Anderson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Siemian going to rush his guys to the line. To the air again, Siemian. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard.
On first down, it's Simeon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Simeon throwing again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding. A letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard 2nd quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the 2nd quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Landry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
Right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points. Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's 2nd in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it, but he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
He keeps making plays like that when Carlos Henderson's name will be extended to Carlos Henderson, big play guy.
Well, he maybe wasn't the household name out of college, went to Louisiana Tech, but 19 touchdowns last year. That tied the number 5 overall pick, Corey Davis, for the most in D1 football. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
To throw his car. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins. wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Off the play fake. Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Carr going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Off play action. Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
I give thanks every day that I never had to play offensive line in the NFL and have to try and block Von Miller.
He was second only to Vic Beasley last year with 13.5 sacks. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we look at C.J. Anderson as he trots back out there and gets set to go on offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him. Because he usually knows where the ball...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Benny Fowler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. An update now from out in Southern California. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6 How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Off the play fake. Carr, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Mario Edwards with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is fielded at the 7. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Off play action. Carr looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Jarvis Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from? And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up alive. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
There's a nice move. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And that is incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They go play action here on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that drive. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Manuel. And no, it's incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Todd Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Play clock winding down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, here's Simeon. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On play action, they'll throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Anderson, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Benny Fowler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for Oakland. 57 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Manuel. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jarvis Landry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Anderson running right. Oh, look at the juke. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And it's the Giants that wound up winning that one. Eli Manning, 2 touchdown passes in the W. So out come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 75 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Down the numbers, there he goes. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.